He's a world champion in fighting.
In fighting, I think you are very limited in general.
100%.
Tyson Fury is set to face Francis later this month for an epic clash in the ring, and he's got a lot on the line this time. Oh yeah, word on the street says that he's gonna lose the 0 on his perfect record, and this has the pro boxer panicking over the upcoming hyped-up fight. The Gypsy King can't take this one lightly anymore, especially because it's just around the corner now. So without further ado, let's get into all the deets of Tyson Fury sending a panicking message about losing his undefeated title. Hear me out. Tyson Fury versus Francis is going to be a bout that'll go down in history. It's undeniably the biggest heavyweight fight of the decade, and it'll settle the score for once and for all between two of the best fighters on the planet. The Gypsy King is freaking out. Come on, losing the 0 on his record will take away a lot from him. A lot of boxers remain undefeated for the better part of their careers, but don't retire with a 0 on their record, and that ruins their legacy. It'll be such a bummer if the all-time great Tyson Fury meets the same fate, right? Now, Fury has stepped into the ring with a lot of big names like Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte, and Derek Chisora. But his fight with Francis will be something the boxing world has never seen before. This isn't Fury putting on gloves against any other opponent. This one's different. Now I know what you're thinking. How bad could it possibly be considering Francis isn't even a pro boxer? But let me tell you, this won't be the first time the Predator testing the waters in a ring. Before becoming one of the best MMA fighters the world has ever seen, Francis was all about boxing. He tried his hand at boxing for the first time at the age of 22, but had to stop after just 1 year of training due to an illness. Of course, this beast didn't give up. After trying and falling at multiple jobs to make ends meet, he put on gloves again at 26 and decided to pursue pro boxing. Well, boxing didn't do wonders for him like he had imagined, and MMA was more welcoming, so he decided to go for the octagon instead. And aren't we glad he did? MMA wouldn't be the same without Francis, and you know it. So the next time you hear someone saying this upcoming fight with Fury will be the first time Francis boxes in a ring, just know that they're wrong. Yeah, it's the Cameroonian's debut as a pro boxer, but don't let that fool you, because he definitely knows a thing or two about the sport. The fight world was sent into a frenzy when Fury versus Francis was announced. Fury's undisputed title isn't in jeopardy, and come on, we saw that one coming. But boy, you can't say the same for his undefeated title, can you? Because if there's someone who can make Fury taste defeat in the ring, it's Francis. Hear me out. Francis throws the heaviest punches, and I'm not the one saying it. It's a scientifically proven fact. You can't really challenge science, can you? So the right punch at the right place in the right time can send Fury crashing into the canvas. And that's what the boxing world has been waiting to see. Come on, Tyson has been in the sport since 2008, and yet he's never lost to anyone. Fans want to know if there's someone out there who can take the Gypsy King down in the ring, and it looks like the boxing world is about to see it soon. Fury has been taking his matchup with Francis lightly, because of course an MMA star won't be able to pull off something pro boxers have failed to, right? Well, if I was the Brit, I wouldn't be making the horrible mistake of undermining Francis. Take the word from Francis himself, who went on record and said Fury will rue the day he takes Francis lightly and doesn't train enough for what October 29th has in store for him. The former UFC star told TMZ Sports, "Tyson has said a lot of things. He better just get ready for October 28th, because if he's not taking this seriously, I think he might get surprised and get some regrets for his life." Francis isn't coming to play this time. Oh, he's got it all worked out in his head, and he's set to give Fury a run for his money in the ring. That'll be a fun one for fans to watch, because it's been a while since anyone's given the Gypsy King a tough time in the ring. Yeah, only Deontay Wilder has proved to be a force against him, and he's the only man who's ever made the Gypsy King taste the floor. But when it comes to beating him, Deontay just couldn't go that far, but that obviously doesn't mean Francis can't. Ever since the fight world has been sending brutal warnings to Fury for the upcoming fight, he started to take things seriously. Oh yeah, the boxer's training to make sure he comes out on top against the most powerful man on the planet. He has started to put in the work, but the question is it too late now? This fight definitely has Tyson under some deep waters. He's got way more to lose than Francis. Hear me out, this fight is a win-win situation for the former UFC star. Come on, if he does the unthinkable and takes the win home, then he makes a mark in the boxing world and starts a new legacy. And let's say he loses to Fury, well then he can just go back to his good old MMA and take down opponents in the octagon. This fight is giving the Cameroonian the biggest payday of his entire career. and it's worth a loss against the undisputed boxing champion. Francis is making more money with this signed fight than he has during his entire UFC career, so it's a sweet, sweet deal for him. No one's gonna question him if he loses to the pound-for-pound boxing king in his debut fight, because that's something you see coming his way. But here's the thing, if Fury loses to Francis, he loses everything. Come on, the fight world won't respect him the same if he loses to a former UFC star in his debut match. I'm sure you imagine how brutally that'll tamper his reputation, and it's gonna be even worse if he loses in a humiliating fashion. It's a smart move from Fury that he's already signed to fight Alexander Usyk later this year, because it's hard to imagine if big names like Usyk would want to go against a fighter who lost to an MMA star. I know for a fact Anthony Joshua wouldn't be interested in fighting him. Now, if you're thinking everything I'm saying is a stretch, and there's no way on earth that Francis will take Fury down, take the word from the boxing legend Mike Tyson. I'm sure you won't take his words with grains of salt, right? Mike Tyson has been training Francis for the upcoming bout, and he knows something we don't, which is exactly why he's saying Francis knows his way around the ring, and he isn't one to underestimate. Mike said that Fury has never been in the ring with someone as powerful as Francis, and that's a fact many fans and pros are overlooking when making predictions for the upcoming fight. Iron Mike said, "By working with him yesterday, he has the aptitude, and I see a good future in this life. It's not going to be as one-sided as people think it is." Plus, Francis has been giving Mike a run for his money in sparring sessions too. Now I know, Mike's old, but he's still the Mike Tyson, and if you can impress him, then you've got some mad skills. Mike and Francis have figured out a fail-proof game plan, and they've studied the fight from every single aspect to make sure the Cameroonian comes out on top. In Iron Mike's own words, he has one hard punch, and when it lands, it's game over. He further added that fans are in for a surprise on October 28th. God, I'm so excited about this one. The fight world will finally have an answer for who's the baddest man on the planet. If you ask Fury's take on the fight, he's putting forward his overly confident side. But you know this one's got him trembling in his boots. You can't possibly not be scared of losing your undefeated title when stepping into the ring with Francis and cherry on top. He's being trained by Iron Mike. Sure, Fury will have a lot of hurdles on the way, and he isn't planning on losing his title anytime soon, so he'll be walking on eggshells with this one. Guess we'll have to just wait and see how this one plays out. So there you have it, Fight World. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.